Oh, Christina, you're bougie. You recycle? Why don't you recycle? Hmm? Tell me. Tell me why you don't recycle.
Someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side.
Thank you for coming back to As Told by Tina. It's Christina, and in this YouTube video I'm just want to talk about ways in which we all can make a difference in the world by being more sustainable. Just a few tips, so keep watching. So when we hear sustainability, I just want to clear up that sustainability is basically the reusing and repurposing of things that we already have. And us as Black people or people of color, we've been doing this for generations, years, down to indigenous tribes have been sustainable, have been doing all the things that you see now with families and people going green. So the thing is, in the society that we live in now, we are way more disadvantaged than we were before. A lot of our communities are in food deserts. A lot of the information that we would like to know, how to recycle, all that stuff, is not as accessible to us. So a lot of times you hear that, being sustainable, that's what white people do, or, I'm not rich enough to be zero waste, or not rich enough to go green. We can do it. This is something that I really care about. When I look on YouTube, I don't see women who look like me, people who look like me much that are into the zero waste lifestyle or into educating people about being sustainable. So I just want to take up space in an area where people of color are lacking, because white women are kind of the forefront of this movement. Let's go on to my tips. The first tip: veganism. When I say vegan, I don't mean like going straight vegan, not eating meat, whatever, but just more so the lifestyle in itself, being more aware of where your food comes from, the processing of it, and all the things that go into making the food that we consume. And I know this is hard, not being close to, supermarkets or places like that. Our communities are placed in areas that you see more fast food restaurants, Popeyes, McDonald's, and not much of the fresher supermarkets that carry proper produce. So honestly, like, ways that you can contribute to healthier eating of whole foods in your home is, plant a small garden. And even if you don't have space in your backyard, you can take a little pot and plant a tomato and grow it in your bedroom. Stuff like that contribute to healthier lifestyles and more education. So if, say, you're a family and you have children, plant a lettuce, plant a tomato, so that you can educate your kids on the fact that you can eat what you grow. And yes, you can still go to the supermarkets, but at least on your plate you can have a tomato or a piece of lettuce. And if you are fortunate enough to live near supermarkets and in areas where you are in proximity to fresher foods, take that step. Eat fresher foods, eat more whole foods, because the industry in which they make meat and processed meat contributes highly to climate change that we're experiencing now. Have you ever seen one of those pictures that show the cows farting? Yes, cows contribute so much to climate change. Number two, packaging. This is something that upsets me, because a lot of times you see this really tiny thing, even when you order something online, I see this really tiny thing come in this big old box with this big old plastic wrapper, tape, everything. You never need that. You never need that. And I think that that's a way that we all can contribute to to less waste. Is, you know, if you can go into the store and pick it up, do that instead of ordering it online, because transportation also affects us with emissions and stuff like that. But air transportation and ship transportation contributes way more. This is another thing I noticed. You know, everybody in the black community, you know, is trying to be their own boss, and props and kudos to all those women. I'm jealous. But you'll see girls promote their lashes and this giant packaging with these tiny lashes. And yes, people love packaging, and people love when you put into your business and express yourself through your packaging. But we also have to understand that when I take those lashes out, where does that giant package go? In a landfill, because most of the plastic that they're using is not recyclable. And going back to the supermarket, if you go in the supermarket and you see lettuce in a container versus lettuce not in a container, why not pick up the lettuce in the container? And even when you see those little roll things that are well known in the supermarket, I don't pick those up. I don't use that to store my vegetables in, because when you bring it home, you go dash it away anyways. So I just put them in my trolley or in my reusable bag that I'm going to get into in the next one. And then when I get to the cash register, I just take it back out of the reusable bag, they cash it, and I put it right back into the reusable bag. Next, reuse the packaging. So let's say you get your packaging and you're just like, okay, Christina said I shouldn't dash it away, or I shouldn't have bought this, but I had to. All you have to do is reuse it as much as you can to get the full use out of it. Because nobody is saying you must go out there and get hemp bags to go to the grocery store, or this and that and that, because you can reuse things that you already have, like glass bottles that pasta sauce comes in, pesto, all those tiny glass bottles. You know, you think you're gonna go out there and get your mason jar and be cute for the gram? You can use a pasta bottle, wash it, clean off the outside, and drink from that. That is cute. That is aesthetics. Boom. And then for the things in your bathroom, shampoo, conditioner, soap, all those things. Okay, so you have them. You have the plastic. You can DIY all these things. There are videos on YouTube with healthier alternatives to what you're putting on your body that you can replace. So when that's finished, don't just throw away the bottle. DIY something, put it back in the bottle, and then you have a bottle for your DIY, and you don't have to go out and purchase a bottle to put your DIY shampoo, conditioner in. And then if you are purchasing a new item, say you dash with a bottle with the shampoo and the conditioner after I tell you for DIY, get them with either biodegradable packaging or no packaging at all. There's so many companies now that are selling package-free shampoo, package-free conditioner, and package-free body bars. That's not like the sticky ones. Like, I live at Lush, live there, so you can use that. You can use those. And for black girls like me that, you know, yeah, some of those shampoo bars might not be good for your hair, Lush carries good ones, and there's plenty of places that you can find shampoos in glass bottles or something like that. And that just prevents you, instead of buying the same shampoo over and over and over and over again. Because I know that black beauty industry contributes a lot to waste because we care. It's literally promoted to us a lot. You go in the beauty supply store and it's just tons of items that you want to try, and I know you want to try them, but do you really need to try them? If you're still watching at this point, I just want to ask you to like, subscribe, tell your friends, leave a little comment if you're agreeing with me. If you don't, also leave a comment, ask me some questions. But thanks for still watching. The third thing is reusable bags. I know there's a lot of countries that have banned single-use plastic bags. My country, Jamaica, has done so. America, not so much, because between me and you, they dispose of their garbage in third world countries. So I know for a fact that Black people have been doing this for decades, right? We use them for shower caps, we use them for conditioner caps, we use them to give food to our friend, we use them for lunch kit, we use them garbage pan, everything. We have been doing this, so that's not new to us. I know, these bags cannot be recycled, but Walmart and Publix do take back their bags for proper recycling. So if you have an overstock of bags in that little bag that's in the cupboard under your sink and know it's there, you can bring it back to Publix or bring it back to Walmart and they can properly recycle it for you. Going back to the bags under your cupboard, you can bring them back to the supermarket to repurchase your groceries. So say you don't have a little 99-cent reusable bag, you can bring the bags under your cupboard, go to the supermarket, and when you get to the checkout, be like, hey, I have my own bags, because you do. Then you don't have to waste another 5, 10, 15 bags to carry back to your house because you already have them. So here's a tip that I do now, especially during the corona time. You don't want to be touching the trolley. I carry my reusable bags into the supermarket. I place my groceries in there all around the store, just me and my hamper. Then I go to the cash register, because you don't want to be touching the trolley again. Go to the cash register, empty out your bag, and then just hand the bag back to them. Boom. Social distancing and being sustainable at the same time. Right there. Also, say you're going to now buy your supply of reusable bags, which you shouldn't have to do that. You can take those same reusable bags that you use at the supermarket to the mall, and instead of getting your H&M bag, even though they do have paper bags now, I remember the last time I went to H&M, you take them to the mall and put your items in there, so you don't have to come home and again have more bags at your home. Win-win. Win-win. And if you're at the supermarkets and you don't have any paper plastic bags at home and you don't have any reusable bags, opt for paper bags. They last really long. You can use them for a lot of different things. Use them to wrap gifts, anything. Color them, paint them, wrap a gift. So many ideas, so many things that can be done. Easy, simple. Paper bag, I have enough. Even when I was moving, paper bag for you, see some clothes here, paper bag. So this is the last and final topic, but I'm telling you, it's going to shake your world. Rocka. Stop buying that you don't need. Stop buying things that you don't need. Just for me and you and our children, our grandchildren's sake. Just stop buying things that you don't need, please. Fast fashion hates the world, hates the environment. Fashion Nova, Forever 21, Shein, the list, the misguided, the list, pretty little thing. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. From the horrible working conditions that the people go through who make your clothes, honestly, if you were to look into where your clothes are being made, who makes your clothes, and what they are paid, I'm telling you, you would not purchase from them. And I know it's really hard because I do shop at Pretty Little Things sometimes, and I do shop at Misguided. Don't shop at Forever. Don't shop at. I don't shop at Fashion Nova just because none of those girls look like me. I'm sorry, I cannot relate. And Fashion Nova don't care about you. Fashion Nova literally asked y'all for your stimulus money to buy clothes that are going to end up in a landfill. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you hearing me? This might be kind of difficult for people who are building their brand and fashion is their life and stuff like that. And I know it will be hard. I know, and I'm not saying tomorrow, after you see this video, you never ever ever buy from Fashion Nova, Forever 21, Pretty Little Thing, none of those places. But I'm saying just small steps, small contributions to sustainable lifestyles can make a difference. You buy these items and they're not staples in your closet. So you buy your neon clothes and then next year you never ever want to wear it again. You either throw it away. Some people, bring it to the thrift store, resell it, some people do those things. But honestly, out of the thousands of sales that they get, how many people do this? Some people just throw it away. Just throw it away. So that's what you should try and prevent. Buy more. You can buy from them, but buy more staple items in your closet that you're going to use for a long, long time. Listen to me. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you cannot rewear your clothes. Rewear your clothes. Please. Me, I beg you. Rewear your clothes. Like, you buy them. Who's gonna tell you? Rewear your clothes. A tip for this is, which might be difficult as well because, speaking again on the disadvantages of people of color, Black people, we don't make a large income to be spending on clothes. So you want to buy the cheaper things so you can look good. But save and buy some nice jeans from maybe a more expensive store, but at least your jeans will last longer, and that's what we're trying to do. So you buy your Fashion Nova jeans or your Forever 21 jeans and they don't last. The color come out, the fabric tear, all this stuff. They don't last. So you want to start buying clothing items that are going to last you. Also, thrift, people. I know personally that can be difficult because maybe I don't have a good fashion sense. But I do shop on Depop and I go through Poshmark and I look for these items and I look for things that I like. And yes, somebody else probably wear them already, but you have a washing machine. You don't know who trying on those clothes and refunding them to those fast fashion brands. So anyways, thrift. Go to the thrift store, Salvation Army, Goodwill, those little small boutique ones. You can find good stuff. You can find nice stuff. There's so many girls and men on Instagram, so many women and men on Instagram who show you all the things that they've thrifted and them look good. So maybe you should try. Want to give a new home to unwanted items. So if you have something that you don't want anymore, you can also sell it on Depop, sell it on Poshmark, sell it to the thrift store, or just give it away. Just please, when you go to Home Goods or Marshalls or Ross, if you don't need it, don't buy it, because the more you buy it, the more they make it. You literally can thrift a couch. Everybody's going back retro. Everybody's living this minimalistic, simple life. Why don't you try it? And I'm not saying you have to, but just be more aware of the things you buy. You don't need all those things. You don't. So yeah, try and thrift more. You don't have to thrift just clothes. You can thrift handbags, shoes, couch, pillow, lamps. I have an amazing full body like retro mirror that I got at the Salvation Army for $20. You know those mirrors cost like $150. There's so many things you don't have to thrift. Even those pots that I mentioned that you're gonna plant your plants in, you can thrift. Honestly. So yeah, just play your part. Play your part. Learn from this video. That's all I want for us, is to learn. Do a smidge of anything that I said in this video, and we'll make it. Maybe not forever, but we'll make it. And again, I'm not saying that I don't buy from these places. I'm not saying I'm never ever going to ever buy, but I'm more aware now, and even before, because I don't spend money, about the things that I purchase and where I purchase them from. It's just the awareness that I'm trying to bring out to you all. So don't forget that we're all learning here, we're all trying to be a better person, live in a better world. So if there's any questions that you have to ask me. I'm still learning. So if there's anything you want to teach me, teach me. And again, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, tell your friends. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching As Told by Tina. I'm definitely going to try and put out more sustainable, zero waste, friendly-ish videos targeted to Black people and everybody, but representation matters, and I want women of color, men of color to have a space in this thriving industry that I don't really see myself in. So thanks for watching.